You might say, and the people come here stand up for, is liberal democracy. So if the idea that's going to be swept under the table is part of the idea, hopefully that's not what he means. What do you mean? What do you think he means by retribution?
Well, it's laughable that you would, or anyone would describe Davos as protecting liberal democracy. With all due respect, nothing personal, but that's your part of the problem. Political elites tell the average people on 3 or 4 or 5 issues that the reality is X, when in fact reality is Y.
That was Heritage Foundation President Kevin Roberts holding nothing back as he schools global elitists gathered in Davos about who the real threats to our freedoms are. Kevin Roberts joins us now with more of his message.
I guess to some extent I've had a lot of experience with that kind of thing, and I kind of relish it, because when we get the opportunity, as y'all know, to speak truth to power and to do it eyeball to eyeball, there is nothing more satisfying.
Absolutely. And what was the feedback and response that you got when you said, hey, you global elites, you're out of touch. Here are the issues in America and why, Republicans or conservatives respond to what Donald Trump's saying. What did they say?
Well, in the audience, there were many audible gasps that I would deign to be there and say that the best thing we can do is compile a list of everything that's ever been proposed in Davos and make sure that the next president oppose every single one of them. But I will tell you, I'm dead serious about that, but I will tell you the reaction that was most troubling to me, and in fact it's really concerning to me, is when I said that the Chinese Communist Party is the #1 adversary, not just to the Americans, but also to the free people around the world. There were people who looked like they were having a meltdown. And Europeans, I mean, this tells you how successful the insidious efforts of the CCP have been. And look, if anything comes out of this experience last week in Davos, by what I said, by what my friend President Milei of Argentina said, it's confronting the Chinese Communist Party. In other words, that can be the litmus test. If we realize the West is rising up against this threat, then actually I think we can be relatively hopeful that we're going to reclaim this country.